Hello, welcome, welcome. Hi, Luann. I just found my live on my iPad, so I'm trying to catch up. Hey, Teeny. Yes, you are. So, welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome. My name is Robin, and I'm the owner here at Cragen Creations. So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to make two of these, and one is going to be obviously on a stick. So, I need to prep my stick. And how I'm going to do that is I am going to give it some paint. So I'm going to paint my stick white, and it only needs one coat. It doesn't have to be a ton. Hi, Peggy. Welcome, you guys. All right, so before I do this, because I'm jumping the gun, I want to show you. Okay, so these little things come two to a pack, and these are at Dollar Tree. So this is how big our project is going to be. Hi, Kathy Smith. And it's actually going to be a little bit wider than this. Oh my goodness, hang on. A little bit wider because of what we're going to put on it. So let me do this. I do need to, these are PVC pipe cutters. These are my, what I use to cut wood pieces. And what I want to do is I want to turn this into a sharp point. So I'm putting it in at an angle. And now I have a sharp point right there on the end instead of it being flat like this side. So now I have my sharp point. I love those things. I stole them from my husband. So now I need to prep my piece here. And how I do that is I take an old ice pick or an awl. It's known as the same thing. And I am just going to put that straight down. You want to go straight because you don't want it to pop out either side of your styrofoam. I want it a little further. Okay, and then I'm going to take a because that hole's not big enough for my stick. I'm going to take the end of my paintbrush and I'm going to shove that down in to make that hole a little bigger. And I want it a little bit further. Sorry about the noise, but that's what styrofoam does. All right, so now I should be able to take my stick and get it in there. Just like that. I have to hold it up to the light to see how far it's in there, but it's in there about that far. So that's good enough for what I need it to do. So now that the hole is done, what I do is I'm going to take a pin and I'm going to mark it on my stick right there. So I have that mark on my stick. I can put my styrofoam away and now I can paint from that stick up. What are you guys making today? Or what have you made recently? I saw what Teeny made yesterday. That was so stinking cute. Her little Shih Tzu puppies. At least that's what they look like to me. If you guys wouldn't mind, please sharing this video, I would appreciate it. I did not get a chance to do that for myself. And this part goes really quick because it only needs one coat. It doesn't need more than that. Hi, Joan. Welcome. This will be totally dry within a few minutes after we get it done, but we won't need it for at least about 20 minutes. So you prep your stick and you go on to the next part and it'll be done when you get back to it. So what are you guys doing today? You guys at work or are you crafting? And if you're crafting, what are you making? I have about half a dozen craft shows between now and Christmas. So I have been making stuff like a mad woman, trying to get ready. And in between making stuff for my craft shows, I'm working on orders. So that's always a plus. All right, I think my stick is done. If I'd stop shaking, I could see it. All right. I'm gonna stick that over here in some styrofoam and let it do its thing. Okay, so now before I get going on this, I need to cut out my foam pieces. Now this is red foam sheet. And I need to get rid of this before I stick stuff in that paint. I'm just gonna take my circle that I'm gonna use, slowly starting Christmas since vacation. I have been a very, very busy, which is so fun. Okay. Staying busy is good, especially when you love what you do. So I honestly don't mind it at all. So now I'm gonna take my scissors. I love how foam cuts like butter. Anybody else feel that way? It just cuts like butter. Now I'm cutting on the inside of the line that I drew. By about that much. I don't know if you can see my line. Hi, Louise. Your little cake thingy, I sent that out a few days ago. Your little mini cake. So you should be getting that soon. So if anybody has any questions about this, please ask. So this is done, so I can set that aside and cut the other one. I'm going to go inside that line. Okay. those are prepped and ready for when we're done. Now, if I'd have waited until I had these almost finished, it wouldn't work the right way. You're sitting here rocking your granddaughter today. She had, oh, that makes me sad. Have appointments for flu shot this evening. Yay. I mean, not yay, but hey, Missy. Oh my gosh, girl. I miss seeing you on here. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little round disc and I'm going to put it on my little thing and try and find the center. So I know with these, I go up 2.5 and over 2.5. So between my 20 and my 25, I go to the center, which is going to be about right there. I eyeball it, and I put a little hole in it with my pin so that I know where the center is. Hi, Neva. Yes, you have been away so long. Need to come back. Come back, girl. All right, so I'm going to use red and white, and I've already pulled a bunch of it out of the roll so that I can just get going. So I'm going to start. I'm going to put one on each side of that little hole. Whoops. That little hole that I put in the center. And the whole thing is going to be done with hot glue. So you're going to need a hot glue gun and some hot glue sticks. All right, so I tuck it under so that frayed end is not sticking out. And then I do another one right next to it, but a little bit above. And I do the same thing with this color. But I go ahead and start to wrap it around each other. Okay, so this yarn that I'm using is that Bernat blanket yarn. And it's chunky. It's not the extra chunky. Well, it says extra, but it's not the biggest one that they make. And y'all will see me as I wrap this. I will be turning it. Hi, Shirley. I'll be spinning it because this particular yarn has, let's see if I can find it, has like, you can see where the sewn piece is on the one side, and then the other side is super fluffy. So I'll be spinning it so that the super fluffy part is on top. It's what the customer's going to see. So this is how I'm going to do this. And you just keep hot gluing, wrapping it around itself. Miss Shirley, what have you been up to? Now these styrofoam pieces, with the hot glue, stuff does slide around, so you got to be careful with. That's why I pat it instead of anything else. Is I want it to go down into the little separations of the styrofoam and hold it in place. Otherwise, it would slide around and it wouldn't look round anymore. Okay. Now, I used to make lollipops with pool noodles, and I made those for years until about 3 years ago, and then I downsized to these. Has anyone ever made the yard-sized lollipops from pool noodles? You guys say hi when you pop on. And please share this video. I would appreciate it. And welcome to anybody that is new. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that bell and subscribe to my channel. So see, this is going pretty fast. These don't take a whole lot of time. And you end up with some really cute ideas. You always wanted to, since your Christmas theme is candy. No, but have seen it online. Thank you so much for this tutorial. I have been wanting to learn this. Oh, good, Louise. You've never done it, Joanne? Well, let me tell you, using the pool noodles, it's tough. You've really got to have a lot of hand strength. And after a couple of years, you got to replace them and redo them. The pool noodles just don't hold up too well, or I should say, the duct tape that you use to put them together doesn't hold up very well. The pool noodle comes out fine. But if the duct tape doesn't hold, you have to redo it. And so I thought after the last ones finally bit the dust, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. There's no kids left at home. So I'm not doing that. Thank you so much, Louise, for sprinkling. So I went to these and I love these. These, you can stick them out in your yard. Well, within reason. I mean, it is made out of yarn, so you do want to be careful in the elements, but these are stinking cute in a Christmas tree. And I'm going to show you how to do them as a wreath attachment or an attachment that you can just wrap around one of the pine tines on a Christmas tree, or stick them in a planter or next to a tiered tray design. And these are really cute. All right, so there's gonna be a poll at the end of this. So I need y'all to let me know a color for ribbon for this. I pulled two different colors. I pulled a gingerbread ribbon and a green glittery type of ribbon. Both of them look super cute, but y'all let me know which one you would like to see on this one. The green glittery or the gingerbread. Okay, so now we're getting down to the edge. with glue sticks and have them handy. So if you guys have this chunky yarn, you can make a whole lot of these from the Dollar Tree styrofoam rounds in whatever color your little heart desires. You know, if you do, I know a lot of people, I posted my black and white yarn ornaments the other day, and my daughter is doing a black and white Christmas tree this year, and then somebody else said they were doing a black and white Christmas tree this year. I think it was Neva, her and her daughter want to do a black and white Christmas tree. And those are done almost the exact same way, just a different type of hanger. Gingerbread would be cute. Gingerbread, Louise says gingerbread. Yeah, it's Bernat blanket, and it says extra. And this is about 1/2 inch thick. They do have an extra chunky. It's big. In fact, I can get it for you. It actually says where extra is, it says big on it. And that's what my black one is. And the white one is the same way. It's the Bernat blanket extra. These two are the same size. I so want to try to make these. These are, oh, the balls. Yes, I just shipped those out, so I don't even have them here anymore. But I can do a live and show you guys how to make them if you want. Because I need to make some more for my craft fair. Those that I made the other day were for an order, and I already shipped them out. Okay, awesome. Are you guys up for 2 lives today? Like if I come on later on this afternoon and do them? Of course, it's always available for replay. All right, awesome. So after this live is over, I have to call my daughter's caregiver. She just tried to call me just as I went live, so I need to find out what she wanted. If it was an emergency, she would have called back. She didn't, so I'm sure. And I need to find out what she wants, and then I can come back on. Right, so now I'm on the side with the red, and I'm having to spin this yarn, you guys, so it has the pretty side up on top. So there's my hole that I made. We are almost done with this part. These go really fast. Yeah, that order for the yarn balls, I had 8 to do in that order. Okay, so now I'm back over here with the red, and I'm just going right up under the white with the hot glue and laying my red down, getting it pushed into the hot glue. I still have my hole. Oh, thank you, Louise. They did turn out really cute. I can't wait for you guys to see the finished ones of these because they are adorable. I gotta find the right color of blue. My Christmas tree, I do um, red and white, but I also have one that I do in the ice blue color, like Frosty's ice blue. I love snowmen. Snowmen are my thing. I love them. You know, a lot of people like gingerbread. I think gingerbread are cute. I do have gingerbread in my kitchen, but my trees and a lot of my decorations are snowmen. Okay, so now some more white. Get that on. Turn that. And I squish it up next to this red so that it's like gets sewn together, glued together. And then there's no gap. There's the hole right there. So I'll show you how we're going to do that. Hi, Carol. Your tree last year was candy, a touch of gingerbread, and I made large cupcake topper. I used this white yarn for the icing. Oh, awesome. I don't think I'm ready for a candy tree, but I sure as heck sell a lot of those little candy extras. I made some candy ribbon ornaments. I didn't even get to list those. They sold. I had somebody stop by my house and I was out here in the shed and they had to come in. It was actually our pest control guy, and he saw what I was making and he's like, "Are these for sale?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I haven't listed them yet." Howie, that hurt. And he's like, "Can I buy them?" My wife will flip over them. I was like, "Okay." All right, that needs to dry before I pick it out. My finger touched the hot glue. What did you make ribbon candy out of? Clay. I made the ribbon candy out of clay. All right, so now I'm at the hole. This is where you stop and you got to put your dowel in. So now I'm going to fill that hole with hot glue. Okay. And I'm going to stick that right in there up to that little line that I made in on my stick. So now it's in there. You going to cover these with clear wrap? Probably not, because these are going to be in my local craft fairs, and I probably won't. That's an extra expense that, I mean, people will just buy these as is. I'll just throw them in a gift bag and send them on their way. All right, so now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and put hot glue on both sides of the stick. And I'm going to wrap my white right around that stick. I'm just going to hold it for a minute so that it gets in there. Right, now I'm going to come back to the red. I'm getting ready to make some Christmas ice cream cone bakes and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if I'll be doing a live Friday, which is why I thought I'd come back on today, because I won't be doing a whole lot of crafting next week because my daughter's having a procedure done and I will be in Savannah for most of next week. So if I don't come back on today, I might not be back for a couple of weeks. Now, I don't cover the entire back with the yarn. I think right here, maybe a little bit further with the red, but I am almost done with the back. I was wondering why it was making the styrofoam bubble. You should be doing this with a low temp glue gun, and somehow my button got pushed to high and it's melted. It makes styrofoam sizzle because it's melting it. You don't want that. You want low temp. All right, so our back is going to be on like this. So I want to continue that on for a little bit and bring that red around just a little bit further. Oh, thank you guys. I wasn't even watching that. Hope all goes well with her. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, Neva. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Joan. You guys are so sweet. She, yeah, she should have had this procedure last year, but because of COVID, they canceled all of her surgeries, and she should have had 2 last year. So we're just now, this is this is one of 3 procedures that she has to have in the next 6 months. So it's just what we got to do. I mean, they got to put the kid to sleep just to clean her teeth. So, you know, that's one we're doing in February, is getting her teeth cleaned. She hasn't had them cleaned since 2016. So they've got to get that done. They keep pushing it away and pushing it and pushing it. Okay, this is almost done. All right, so right here, I am going to clip this. Thank you, Kathy Smith. Right there. And then the white one right there. So we are done with the yarn. And get that out of the way. And now I'm gonna pull these ends to the middle and hot glue them down. You see that end frayed? I'm just touching it and it pulled apart. So I don't want that to come apart if somebody's handling it roughly or whatever. So I always tuck them in. So that end gets covered up by the backing. This is where that hot glue was that I stuck my finger in. So I just clip it off. All right, so that's what the back looks like. You have your white and your red, and then we're gonna put our back on and see the whole back gets covered up. Okay, so I think we have the consensus was gingerbread. I'm gonna just go ahead and do the whole thing because this hot glue is hot. If it was low temp, I would be doing half of it, but it is super hot. So I could even wait for a few seconds before putting this on. And then I'm just going to really push it in and out from the center. Push it in and out. All right, so there we have, you know, you could stop right here if you don't want a bow on it. So there's the back and there's the front. Now, if you were putting this where both sides are going to be seen, then just go ahead and finish it up with the yarn on the back. But this is a lot cheaper than the yarn. So get your yarn at Hobby Lobby when they're 30% off, or at Joann's if you have a coupon. I want to say I got mine at Joann's. Thank you, Neva. Okay, so there's that. Now, at this point, that's still a little warm. I have a piece of wire here to wrap up my bow. So let's make a bow while that's cooling off. And I have this 1.5 inch gingerbread ribbon. So let's make a bow. Now I did like a 3-inch tail, and then I did a 5-inch strip, making it a 2.5-inch loop. So I go 5 inches, pinch it, make a loop. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Welcome. Yep, this is what we're making, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do it. I already have the other one mostly made. At least this part is already done, so it'll go fast. So hang out. We are getting there. So a simple little bow, but look how stinking cute. I'm going to cut this off in the back. That's wire that I've saved that is in the wired ribbon, because I made a bunch of little messy bows for my little gingerbread spoons. And so this wire that I'm using for this is from the ribbon that I used on those. Save everything because there's always a use for it. All right, so I'm going to dovetail the edges or the ends of the ribbon. Okay. I thought that looked funny. I'm like, why is it so opaque? All right, so on here, I'm going to put this right there. I'm going to give it some hot glue. Stick that on there. And then to finish it off, I have a little gingerbread button that I got in a pack of, I want to say like 12, maybe even 20 come in a pack. I don't remember. Hobby Lobby in the Christmas section. So he's going to go right there in the middle of that bow. Thank you guys. Missy, these are so stinking cute. You guys look, it's done. How cute. So that's all there is to making, a little pick. So here's another one made the same way with the little gingerbread in the center. And then I wanted to show you a different option. I knew everybody was going to pick the gingerbread. So here is a green one, and I just put a white glitter ball, from Bowl Filler in the middle of it. Thank you, Kathy Smith. Alrighty, so because I sell these, I gotta finish this off. So on the back, I have printed out little stickers that say "Handmade with Love" by Cragen Creations. So now it's ready. Okay, so that's the pick version, or what I call the pick version, stick version, whatever. So now let's make an attachment. So I already have this part done. It's the same process that you do with the stick ones. And you get to this part and you stop. There's no hole, for the stick. You don't have to do that part. You just start gluing your yarn on and get to this part. Now I want to find my center again, like I did in the beginning. So I'm going to right there. So that's where my center is. Now you can take a pipe cleaner. This is actually a white and a red pipe cleaner twisted together to give it the, peppermint look. But you can also buy them like this at Hobby Lobby. Okay. So I fold it in half so that I can find my middle. And then I'm going to take what's called a U pin or a floral pin. And I'm going to cut at an angle to give it some points. This is way too long to stick down in my foam. It would go right through. So what I want to do is shorten up these ends and give it a point to stick in. So I'm going to cut it at an angle to give it a sharp end, just like I did with the dowel on the other one. Thank you, Kathy. All right, so now I'm going to take my hot glue right where that hole is. And I'm going to put my pipe cleaner on it, give it something to hang on to, keep it in place. Now I'm going to do more hot glue right over the top of it. And put that U-pin right into the hot glue. Push it down with my scissors. You don't want to get burned. All right, so there's what we got so far. Okay, so now I just want to make sure these are together. Now this is going to go over the top of them. That's still tacky, so let's give it just a second. Who's going to try this? Anybody? All right, so I'm going to put this right over the top of it, and I'm going to feel for where it is in the center. And I'm going to poke a hole on either side of that center part. Because that's where our pipe cleaners need to go up into. So there's one. Yay! Yay, Debbie! Yay, Missy! I'm so glad you guys are gonna try it. Okay. Put the other one up through there. So now I'm not going to push it down all the way because I need to shoot some hot, well, yeah. I'm going to put some hot glue right along the edge on the one side. Don't you hate when you need the hot glue and it runs out on you? Oh, come on. There we go. Okie dokie. Now we're just going to push it down. And it's only on one side, so I'm just going to do the one side. It's not as hot as it used to be. What yarn are you using? I am using the Bernat brand blanket yarn. Oh, where's the camera? Whew, sorry. That's what I'm using. And it's the same for the red and the white. It's about a 1/2 inch thick. Okay, so now I'm going to come around here and do the other side. Okay, finish it off. I'm going to put my sticker on it. And now it's ready for sale. You'll have to try a heart for Valentine's instead of swirl. Oh, I sure could. There you go. Stinking cute. And then I do put these in baggies before I ship them, but I just lay them like that. And there you go. And let's see, I had another one. Where did it go? Right here. They are stinking adorable. Oop, my little Gingy fell off. So let's do that one again. Thank you, Neva. I think they're super cute. So there's the thick one. I should turn the camera up. Hang on, guys, let me do that. Forget which side the camera is on. Hang on. Hopefully it's a little. Okay, so we have these. Gingerbread. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Neva. And a green one. So you guys can see these are, you know, pretty substantial. Would take up some space. And then you have your wreath attachments. So you can take these and like wrap your pipe cleaner around the tree limb and it'll stay in there. But how cute. You know, just So many different colors and things you can do with them. Okay, so let me find out what Jana's caregiver wanted and run go grab a sandwich, and then I'll come right back. How much are they? I want to say these are $9. I have these listed in my Etsy shop for $9 each, and then these would be probably like 11 or 12. So they're not stinking expensive. But like I said, these are not listed in my Etsy shop yet because I was selling these at my craft show. All right, you guys. Not on last week at all. I don't think. I don't know. I've been so busy. So here we go. The two different ones, the green and then the gingerbread. So you guys, if anybody sees this and they want them, message me if you want them like this. Otherwise, they're already listed in my shop like this. Yep, see me in a bit. I'm gonna run, but I will be back and we'll make the black and white yarn balls. Okay? All right, you guys, I'll talk to you. I don't know, give me like 30 minutes and I'll be right back. Bye, guys.